Hi. Yeah. Wait a second. Let me do something. Oh, I can't send this video. Hold on. Hmm. Usahay nasty on the bed. Nasty on the street. Bro, y'all. I'm assuming government like car. I'm gonna be playing some songs for you. They're ranting about the police who came yesterday and is trying my patience and everything else that I call life. So, uh-oh. What are you thankful for? My favorite. I think I told you last video. I left it for. Like, I was filming, I was, something things happened and then it just went hard down. And then it was broken. So, yeah. How you doing? I'm gonna read a love to you first because I'm obviously a vengeful spirit. I'm gonna be reading love every single freaking video. Yeah, bully, cause I'm on the verge of tears that cannot come out because I have so much depression. Hey, I didn't start telling you about yesterday. Let me actually play a song. What do I do? What order do I go? What order do I go? I have an artist, private property. Is there not? Yeah, so let's start with the song. So, I wrote a song about my SA yesterday. It was an hour. I think it was after I was crazy yesterday for my neighbor. And it was just moaning along with my breath like that. You know? You guys, I researched the top monitoring technology post, and I even asked my ChatGPT. I think I can cover somewhere, but my ChatGPT was really like, oh, it has to do with power plant situation, the power stand protests that they're doing. They posted that as a gorilla something something joke. This is bullshit. Like I already said it in the first flipping video. I already said it in my makeup rank video. If it was like that, they wouldn't have said it like that. Especially not in the situation. If I had been a normal 18-year-old, I would have waited. Like, even if you guys don't want me to wait, even if you guys don't think I deserve any right, because God, I've seen my share of people like that. Have I seen my share of people like that? I would have waited. But they're lying. They're lying. And whether it be today, tomorrow, the day after, the police can try and catch this me, but I will never stop with my vengeance plan. Even though yesterday I was really on the verge of tears. You guys, I was on the verge of tears. Do you want to know what happened yesterday? I'm watching Bridgerton. The time. Yes. On my computer, minding my own business on my table. So this man leaned Here, I'm sitting here. It's like he's leaning on my right ear sometimes, you know? He's just, girl, like, child. He just leans there and starts moaning. You know, so I'm focusing on the time. I'm fixated on the theories, you know. He's just moaning, and it gets to 5 minutes where he just moans stronger. He moans so strong, you guys. It mixes with my breath again. I'm like, oi, like, are you trying to start a Spanish revolution? Seriously, I started throwing things around. I snapped, you guys. I was like, I'm not sure, like, I'm mentally not doing well. Seriously, like, I was screaming about it. I was like, I wasn't about to have this, you know. And I screamed for a while, like literally every day in those days. Like, my mom and my sister, yes, actually, his boyfriend called the police multiple times before that very day. And on that very day, like, like, I was screaming around. I was fighting my mom, you know. I was like, because why are you always never standing up for me? You know? She's like, she tells my sister to call the police if I don't calm down. So I'm like, oh, and I start throwing things around, like an actual schizophrenic. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm like, do it. Then you know, the policeman, my sister actually called the police, right? I started stumbling, I started going into cahoots with my ChatGPT. I'm like the folk of the air. And my ChatGPT, like, this, I'm like, come on, I only have 10 minutes. Like, I'm picking up the conversation, I'm preparing my excuse. Then I go on TikTok and I start singing a song. I'm like, where are my kids? Basically, bro. And it's just crazy as fuck, right? Crazy as fuck, right? Then the police actually comes, you know, and I'm preparing my words because I'm not about to be put down this time or any other time. I'm gonna make clear to them that you did not do your job. The police comes in here, right? They actually talk to me for a little bit. They talk to me again. They're using the same manipulation technique that you literally use every other time. They talk to me, they ask me what's wrong or my side of the story, and then they're like, oh, since you didn't explain yourself properly, we're just gonna say it clearly right now. You cannot make any noise in this house, or next time you will be sleeping in the jail cell.
Okay? Y'all mumbling and cackling? Y'all sending group? Oh my god.
What are you talking about? I just told you I'm the literal victim, and you're not taking that true. That's your problem, mister. Yeah, that's your problem, seriously. So what I do afterwards, right? I start calling rape crisis hotline because I was not about to have this shit. Like, I've been worrying these police women. I've been worrying these policemen. And this time actually a woman and man came. Like, I've been worrying these policemen. I've been worrying these police people. I'm gonna be naming something about you soon. You're not gonna be happy about that. Period. God's vengeance is relentless. They say leave it to God, but what if God is calling you to act upon it? So that's what I do. I call Break Classes Hotline. And they give me like various numbers, you know, to call tomorrow. I even talk to Japiji. I mean, today, I'm still ranting. Because that's when this fat man, that's when this man beats on the wall again. You know, he starts moaning. I'm just throwing this around. I'm hitting the wall with things. I'm actually hitting the wall with things this time. Like, try it again. Like, you know, he's doing it in the moment as I'm hitting the wall with. I'm like, but I'm calling him all sorts of words. I'm calling him a pedophile. I'm throwing crosswords at this man. Then he just stops and he's like, soon I'll call the police. Cricket. Seriously. I'm not sexually attracted to the pussy of this black nigga African girl anymore. Like, after that sentences, I would have put you right in jail. But she's still trying to fight for this man is fighting for his life with words. He's following me to the bathroom willingly these days. Like he's actually, oh, like he's not even normal moaning nowadays. He's actually trying to moan into my breath and force me to moan with him. It's what he's doing nowadays. Like he doesn't care because, especially since my mom doesn't hear them. They just don't listen. They don't listen. You guys are always like, "Get the fuck out of my face! I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that." Blah blah blah. But they're the ones bringing me trouble with the police. I'm the one being cornered by the police. I'm the one who has to do something about the police first because they keep trying to corner me. They keep trying to get me to jail for things I didn't do. When I'm the little victim, I'm the little SA victim. And they know about the situation. You come into my room. They came into my room yesterday. You came into my room and told me, threatened me to put me in jail. Like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? Literally. So what I do, because they're literally trying to corner me, it's called Rape Crisis Hotline. Today I was on the phone with another group that is supposed to help women against SA and sexual crimes and other things, especially when the police doesn't want to help them. And I better freaking hope something happens to you. Because you can't be doing this anymore. You know what I'm saying? Period. And it's so comforting coming back to YouTube and talking to you guys after all of this happened to me. Because before I really just used to go in my bed, crawl in my bed and cry. That's literally all I used to do. I was desperate, crying, sad, all of those things. But I'm here. You make me so happy. Life make me so happy. So I wrote a song about my essay that I posted on TikTok, but I'm still in the process of writing it. I can share it with you if you're not trying to steal it from neighbors. This is supposed to be my survival thing. This is supposed to be my prayer for help thing. You guys know? You guys motherfucking know? Well, I can even tell you about my visit to Nato. I can even tell you about my other supernatural visits. Like, you know, how my day was on my Monday, you guys, Monday. I can tell you about Monday after this one. If you have to believe me, you don't have a choice. If I were to die in your grave, I pray to God you make me clear to never, never make me go. The washes and the rivers, will never bring me here. I choose who gets this to my guitar. Got a problem with that? Sorry, not really. I can tell you about what happened now. When I went to the supermarket on Monday. I was walking in the street, I was just really careful of the street around me, of course, because I was getting a very sense that looks from people really. These people say that, all these things around me. When I make eye contact with people as I walk by, I was already self-defensive because I got the neighbor actually raped me before I came up with it. I opened my mouth, I was speaking at the time, and he was actually, like my back on his phone. That's basically rape. I was breathing and I was actually at the verge of tears. So it was very bad and I couldn't explain myself. Because he's always trying to put hands on me. They touch so many things in their home when they're talking about me. There's like certain things or things like that. And it really starts to feel like they're touching you. It's manipulation. And the police knows they shoot, but they don't do anything. Let's talk about pivotal moments. Because when I was walking up the street, a guy on a bicycle actually like looked me up and down. He gave me this narcissist look and just like his bicycle on me. Like, and then like pointed his bicycle back to like down the street as if he was gonna drive me over. Then like when I arrived at the like thing, it was red, green, red, yellow, and green. The guy said like a sentence with like 3 times. And 3 times that she looked or touched children or something like that. And I'm like, why do people keep assuming it? And like this children. I'm not, you guys. I don't touch kids. Like seriously. Well, I'm not sure if I'll cut this part off because I turned around and then that guy was actually looking at me while sitting on a drink with his girlfriend there. And that was like some 14-year-old guy. He was like 3 times. Like 3 times she thought about like children in a way that she shouldn't. Like first of all, I tried my best to think the best about children, even after the situation that was forced upon me by these leaders. You know the things they said about kids to try and force me to think about them? No, I haven't said that yet, but I will in the video soon. So technically, you're the one who thinks dirty about children because you're trying to force that onto me. And even if I did, it would be an impression. It would be an impression of what you said, sexualizing me. You can't erase the shower moments. Anyways, like, you guys, I get so many comments and so many people that are just confused with me after I say things like this. Things like when I'm walking up the street and some guy says something behind me. But you know what's going on. As I telling you this, you can tell, you get a grasp of what's going on. And that's actually what's going on. So you can't sit here and gaslight 16-year-old me who had to walk through these streets before without being confused and anxious and just on the verge of tears for her life. because her mom and her sister have no understanding for her. Nor do the uncles. My uncles, you guys, the second the police left, my uncles were all on the phone, like the phone, the house phone was buzzing. It was ringing, you guys. The second the police left, my uncles like were already calling, like the phone was already ringing. The phone was already ringing. This morning, my neighbors were actually like screaming across the house. They were beating things, they were like saying things, like, and whatever. And my sister just stood up out of her bed and went to the bathroom and washed her face. This is not normal what's happening to me. And I want it to stop. I want it to be discussed as less as you do. I want my body to be discussed as less as you do. I want kids to be not discussed more than you do. I want my body to be less discussed more than you do. I want everything more than you because I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Literally, then I'm in the supermarket. I'm in the supermarket, right? And I'm shopping for potatoes. I'm shopping things. And people are just trying to start conversations with me. With the same, sentence, like, together, like, going in. I don't remember everything people say to me. You guys, I'm nervous. So I don't say it all. But I hope one day I'll be able to explain it in a detailed way that not even you can gaslight me. Yeah, but people are trying to start conversations with me and say things like, "Oh, Maheshli fishes" or something like that. What stood out the most inside of the supermarket was when I was, thinking of buying potatoes, but then I went to put my potatoes back, and it was like this with my lips. I mean, fish lips, because I was starting to get kind of annoyed, I was like, and then an elderly woman who was talking with a man, like, they suddenly switched subject to me. They were already looking in my face, and she was like, "No." And then he came and said something in German. And she was looking in my eyes as she was saying that, you guys. I don't have to explain the sentence to you. Oh my gosh, stop. Don't be like the police. Do not be like the police because I'll stop you right there. Because this is happening to me. I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't have to explain myself to you. So I could do this back anyway, because it's generally, a very like situation where I'm just overwhelmed, I'm just trying to get out of there. And I usually shop online, but I didn't have enough money. I already broke. I have to come outside with my spare change and buy what I have to buy. There'll be really good pop-ups out of it. But maybe more chocolate. The plan was completely different since I'm such a pot convert. At least now I have a lot of ingredients that can make really tasty food and sugar to taste. But, oh god, I was just back and forthing. I was back and forthing with the supermarket was. That's what happens when you have undiscussed monitoring technology running loose. No one's literally talking about. I was back and forth with the supermarket, and you better not take this into account when you fucking help me. You need to take this into account positively, or you're going to take it into account negatively, because I'm a victim. You understand? Take the out of the supermarket, right? No, actually, it's after like half. Maybe I should talk about my thoughts too, because it is my thoughts that somehow people have started to talk and interact with. I'm just like, holding up with my thoughts because this is waiting for me, and I have this firm thing, I'm trying to hurry up so that no one takes me my thing, so I just hurry up. I just hurry up at the register, especially since there were so many people coming, guys. 3 customers were already behind me, coming out of the ground. They was just waiting up. He was putting her things aside. And she was like, she looks at me like, hurrying up to put my cups inside, right? And she's like, ew. And then, like, she takes all her things and gets them there and just leaves. She pirouettes away. So, but I still take my time. I'm like, because I bought a fair amount of things. So then I'm like outside, I'm struggling with my bags already. I'm like, first there's this random like homeless man, right? And he asked me for like 30 cents to spare. Can I even tell you about all of this? This is probably confusing, you guys. I don't think I can explain all of this. But you guys, I'm in toilet right outside. Because this man gave me the snarkiest look and I was like, no, not anymore. I was actually trying to be nice for once. But then it's actually a really crazy situation when you think about it. I can't even explain this, you guys. It takes me some time to read it. Maybe you don't want to listen to this video. But you better not act confused because I know you know things that you know things. Because you're the person who's observing, not the person who's going through it. That makes you sound unreliable. Seriously. So I'm outside, right? And I look at the family packing things away. I look at the family packing things away. Right? I'm not even interacting with them, but they're already like talking in my way. And I'm just screaming a specific girl's name really loud. But I'm not going to tell you who it is. Because I'm still trying to keep as much of my private life as private as possible. Okay? It doesn't matter how many people sexualize me. Like, yeah, you're going to have to go through my dead body if you want to know more about the people in my private life. I don't care. I don't care what you're trying to make me look like. Guys, this sounds so relevant. Ever since I started talking about the supermarket thing, I feel so irrelevant. Like I'm talking about irrelevant things. But they're really trying to sexualize me. Make me feel, I don't know, like it feels so strange when I'm outside nowadays or generally at home, showering. Guys, like, I feel like my body is dead. I feel like my body has died. I'm really dead when I'm showering, and I'm not even showering anymore. I'm just too dead. I don't know, I don't really feel it. I don't know, my body, I don't feel it anymore. I don't feel my body anymore, you guys. I'm just always hugging myself, always holding my breath. I'm holding back tears. Do you want to hear more songs? I could make my video for more songs and the story times for songs. Because I need to regroup a little, like I need to find a way to explain this. Really, you want to play some songs. Because even if I don't explain this in a way that makes sense, how dare you play songs with everything? How do you play songs? Maybe it's uncertain that I'm pulling this pen right now, but I do not care. I will be self-defensive because my time. I will tell myself what I've done pretty bad and I realized that my family doesn't love me anymore. My family just doesn't love me anymore. And I got rejected for another job. Oh my gosh, you guys. I keep getting rejected for jobs. Like, they really only take people with apprenticeships nowadays. Like, it doesn't matter where you're applying on McDonald's. Because the goal in an apprenticeship, right? You can apprenticeship here to become like, oh, you sell in a supermarket, oh, you want to become a supermarket clerk, oh, you want to become, oh, you want to become this or that or that. You know, you go to shop it. People without, like, any academic partners are just jobless nowadays, you know? No chance, really. So hopeless. I have to apply to school again because I could not find a job, so I can't go to the school I wanted to go to. They needed me to have like 1 year of job experience. I'm so sad. My friends probably have everything my expense, but because I like my friends too. Basically, I guess you could say that was my fault. But you need to understand, I don't want to have friends. Between this is happening to me. Like if this is happening to me on like daily basis, like this, I don't want to have any friends. You're up. You're not my friend. You're up. You're up. Period. I'm really hopeless, aren't I? The man she's gonna try and really like booty choke me because I'm so hopeless. They're gonna sit on my face and tell me what to do. Because you know, you don't have my mom. I have to stand on my own. Why is everyone trying to call my name? What am I gonna do, you guys? What am I gonna do? You need to help me. There's some top monitoring shit going on out there. You need to talk about it. Don't look at me. Don't come for you. That's it for the video. I was even talk about the stuff. Let me read it out to you because this just happened just now. So I'm talking about why the age of consent should be 21. When it comes near the wall, when it comes near the wall, but it's not like he ever really left, you know? He's like just hanging around there. He's like walking near the wall, like he's like walking near it all the time. And then like, so why is she talking about older couples? Why is she talking about age gap couples like that anyway? Why is she talking about age couples like that to make me look like a pedophile anyway? Like, when he moans aloud, he like, I feel like breathe in, you know? I'm like, and he's like, with the moving of my tongue. I remember a time where they would say they were like tongue readers, which was always nonsense. And just realized how once again this man is trying to simulate a scenario that doesn't exist with the assumption from my thoughts. Yes, you can think whatever of me, okay? But this situation is real, and they're monitoring and stalking me with technology they shouldn't have been using, which the police is completely ignoring, which technically doesn't make any sense. And I'm not gonna feel like I'm a body in a fire who's just burning up and is supposed to wait for someone to save her. No, I'm going to seek my vengeance. I'm going to seek vengeance, and I'm going to get my vengeance as it is on the plate of silver. Do you understand? Because this man was breaching my privacy on levels that were just multinational. Like these levels, they go up because they don't stop. They don't stop. They're just reaching. They're just stacking it up. They're really just stacking it up. And I'm trying to get this done. This man is trying to simulate a scenario that doesn't exist with the assumption from my thought, which is harmful and manipulative. And it's why I call it hypersexualization. I don't call it. What's hypersexualization? What is hypersexualization? Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's make it clear to you first. Like, what's hypersexualization? Hypersexualization is when a person, often a child, teen, or youth, is presented or treated primarily as a sexual object, and sexual traits are exaggerated or forced on them in ways that are inappropriate for their age, role, or context. Key features focus on sexual body parts or sexual attractiveness over other qualities, girls' personality, and thoughts. Presentation that emphasizes youthfulness, sexual availability, or erotic poses and clothing. Happens in media, advertising, toys, fashion, social media, and sometimes in interpersonal behavior. Often involves pressure to behave or look sexually mature before one is ready. Who it affects: children and adolescents. Big concern. Sexualized clothes, toys, sexualized dance trends, adult style makeup. Women and girls disproportionately affected, but men and boys can be hypersexualized too. Marginalized groups can experience it in ways tied to stereotypes and fetishization. Me, how they call me a nigga, and hypersexualize me, and have been hypersexualizing me, and guys, they talk about what happened in my house like they live in it. They joke about slapping my butt, about oh how my mom is inattentive, how she wasn't looking out for me enough. I was doing all these things that are apparently dirty. Get good with yourself, man. Get good with yourself, because I'm not letting this stuff. You're young. I need that bed. I need a bed. Cut it. I'm not gonna get that kind of Guys, I'm not trying to talk about any other groups in here but me. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and explain to y'all how I'm being hypersexualized because they talk about me. Because they talk about the things I do at a young age. I've been doing since a young age. And now I'm 18 and it still counts. I'm not gonna sit here and explain that to you yet. Because this video is going on longer. They talk about me in the toilet when I'm sitting in the toilet and they talk from the window. What do you think they're talking about? If not what's happening in the moment. Is that not hypersexualization? When I'm taking a shower, what do you think they talk about? If not what's happening in the moment. Is that not hypersexualization? When I'm sleeping, what do you think they're talking about? If not what's happening in the moment. When I'm just in my home, when I was just in my home, being a 16-year-old girl, what did you think they were talking about? It doesn't matter if they were talking about or trying to make me look cute or saying things that were cute so that I wouldn't be unsafe out there or so that you stalked me. You're stalking me with something that people don't even talk about. You're stalking me with things that make people ask if I'm the one who's saying the truth. Is that not enough? Is that not enough to prove I was being predatory? I was being predatorily targeted? Is that not enough? Yes, it is enough. Yes, it is enough. Normalizes sexual attention towards kids and teens, increasing risk of exploitation and abuse. Harms self-image, body image, and mental health. Shame, anxiety, and depression. Limits how people are valued, reducing a whole person to sexual appeal. Reinforces harmful gender stereotypes and unequal power dynamics. Commercial profit. So, this neighbor was profiting from my anxiety and depression and fears. Social media, cultural norms, and gender expectations. Peer pressure and viral trends. Because my friends, well, those girls I was trying to befriend at school, they did not look at me the same. They did. People in this neighborhood did not see me their friend. They did not see me their friend. Well, this above bugs I've been trying to jump in since yesterday. Like seriously, I've been jumped by small bones, guys. They keep trying to attack me. Like the wall. But yeah, that is hypersexualization. Let's go with the law. No. Even prior, I almost fell asleep to my hair massage. Still editing my angry makeup round, Miss Shavisky begins to orgasm into my breath, copying it as if she's like tired or something completely different. Because you could tell, like, the moan was actually fluctuating into something else. It's like she was pretending to be tired, but she was turning into something else subconsciously in her brain. I only began to feel uncomfortable. I don't know what she was trying to do, but I was almost literally sleeping in on my middle side of the bedroom. But it did not. It wasn't eating. It wasn't working. Period. And leaning away from the wall, she is perched upon, basically abusing my left ear after having prior made sex jokes about my ex crush. Now, it wasn't really a crush, you guys, but please forget me. Please forget me. I can't talk about this, you guys. I'm just telling you too many things. You're gonna turn away from me and call me crazy, aren't you? You better not. No, seriously. Um. Oh, and while I was singing, you guys, it says they're so live, you guys. They're so live. I'm singing, and they're hitting things, and then they're talking about when I was a little kid, and they're like, she allegedly walked without trousers once. How am I sitting here telling you about my childhood memories, you guys, just so that you can believe me? Please, believe me, please, seriously. He said it, he did, but they were hitting things. It was like they were even making like noises. Wait, thinking like complaining while I was singing. Like I'm like focused. I'm making lyrics. I'm like, because I'm about to talk about my SA. You know what I'm saying? Like they are. What is your business if I was doing anything when I was 7 years old? How is it any of your business, fam? Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. You guys, bye. Because I'm gonna have to cut the coming some parts in this video soon because I want to tell you everything. I cannot be telling you everything, you guys. This technology, don't try me on this technology, you guys. Whatever they're using selfies, don't try me on it. Don't test me on it because you know there are EEGs out there. But you guys have been lying about this. You know Stephen Hawking? You know Stephen Hawking? You know them all. You know it all. You know it. You know how they're using it in China to observe children, thoughts, and bring it back on the monitor. You know the government likes to hide things from us. Still, you sit here and try to gaslight me. You better flipping not. You better flipping not. Bye. You guys appreciating Menu Bennett? Yeah, I did Menu Bennett. See this? Bye.